On today's Daily Strike, the Lightning lose 4-1 in Carolina to begin their 3-game road trip. This is the latest news and notes on the Tampa Bay Lightning for Wednesday, March 12, 2025. I'm Steve Versnick. The Lightning were in Raleigh to face the Hurricanes for the final time this season. The Bolts got an early power play. They had several chances, but gave up a shorthanded rush at the tail end, and Seth Jarvis gave Carolina a 1-0 lead. In the second period, Jordan Martinook scored with 7 minutes remaining, and it was 2-0. Jack Roslovic scored with 45 seconds to go in the period, and the Canes led 3-0 going to the third. Then early in that period,
flipping it down the ice, it's going to come to Gage Goncalves across the line with room, high slot. Shoot, score! Big goal! Gage Goncalves!
For Goncalves, it's his third of the season and 10th point of his career. But less than 2 minutes later, Sean Walker scored, and 4-1 would be the final score. Head coach John Cooper wasn't disappointed with the loss.
We were fine. For the first 30 minutes, I really liked our game. Probably make a good argument we should have been ahead, not behind. You know, the problem is we didn't stick with it. We had like a 2.5 minute span where we turned the puck over, and we ended up getting that second one and took a little bit of life out of us, and after that we were just chasing it.
Nick Paul liked their work ethic.
Work was there. Just, it's a tight game like that. We can't start turning the puck over and trying to force it. Just got to stay with it and just keep grinding.
Victor Hedman on how turnovers hurt them.
It's another team with eyes, and sometimes it's tough to get pucks deep sometimes when you have a lot of guys on you and maybe on your backhand and whatnot. So, that's what they're known for is, their aggressive style, and they got to us there in the second half of that second. So, for us, we just got to regroup and, bring the positives and go into Philly and do a more complete game.
Now, Hedman returned to the lineup after missing Saturday's game with a lower body injury. He played just over 23 minutes, had 4 shots on goal and 3 blocked shots. Nikita Kucherov left Tuesday's game after the second period and did not return. John Cooper did not have an update on him after the game. The Lightning are scheduled to practice this afternoon in Philadelphia. Then they'll face the Flyers on Thursday night. Puck drop is scheduled for 7 p.m. Eastern. Our radio pregame coverage will get underway at 6:30 on 102.5 The Bone and the Lightning mobile app. The game will air on the FanDuel Sports Network.
This day in Lightning history.
It was on this date in 2020 that the NHL suspended the 2019-2020 season out of caution as the COVID-19 pandemic spread. The Lightning were in second place in the Atlantic Division. That's where they would finish. And then months later, teams would enter the bubble to play the playoffs, and the Lightning would lift the Stanley Cup. Happy birthday to Dmitry Korobov, who played 3 games in the 2013-2014 season, and Byron Froese, who played 4 games in the 2016-2017 season. Join us for a Lightning watch party presented by Bud Light on Saturday, March 15th at McDitton's on South Howard Avenue. Come watch the Bolts take on the Bruins with your fellow Lightning fans. The party gets underway at 6 o'clock with Thunderbug, Blue Crew, autograph prizes, and more. To get info, go to tampabaylightning.com/watchparties. Syracuse Crunch hosts the Utica Comets tonight. Syracuse currently in 5th place in the North Division with 17 games to play. That is the final playoff spot that they hold. A brand new Block Party podcast presented by Highlight IPA is out today. Greg Wolf and Braden Coburn joined by Stanley Cup champion Blake Coleman. He talked about his trade to Tampa in 2020.
What were your first thoughts when that whole trade came down? You knew Tampa was interested, knowing that you're potentially coming to a contender. Take us back through that.
Yeah, we were excited. It was actually the dad's trip in New Jersey. So I was walking in the rink with my dad, and Fitzy called me over, just kind of gave me a little wave. And so he was like, hey, I thought I was going to be in Jersey my whole career. I was just kind of naive and young and playing well. And I was like, this is where it's at. And he's like, hey, I can't have you go in the room. We're trading you. Can't tell you where right now, but it's going to be a contender in the East. And he's like, you're going to go and you'll probably win a cup, maybe 2. And one day you'll thank me. He invite me to your cup parties. And that was it.
You can download the Block Party in your favorite podcast app or watch episodes on the Lightning's YouTube channel. Dave Mishkin, Greg Linelli will have Lightning Power Lunch today at noon Eastern. Listen live in the Lightning mobile app or watch the live stream on Facebook, X, and our new Bolts Radio YouTube channel. If you missed that, you can download the audio in your favorite podcast app and listen anytime. Thanks for listening to the Daily Strike for Wednesday, March 12th, 2025. I'm Steve Versnick, where every day is Hockey Day.